Family Leonardo, me Nasila did on multimedia, the CEO Voice of Salon. Today I come for talk to now, my family, make una continue to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share to our friends them. As we always try to bring on the latest news what they happen around Salon, whether be politics or any other news them what they happen or gossip what they bring out to una live and direct. So please, my family, don't forget to subscribe and share to our friends them. You wanna touch the bell icon so that you no miss any video we will try for bring out to una. So that's also we want make una don't forget also for subscribe to we TikTok channel on TikTok and also on Facebook or Facebook page or the Voice of Salon or also the on Instagram Voice of Salon, please family. And don't forget to share. Okay, thank you now. Tata.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Sierra Leoneans, comrades all both home and the diaspora. This now the golden voice of the APC Encyclopedia, the Britannica, the socio-political analyst, the voice of the voiceless, the whistleblower, the lion of the social media, the regional publicity secretary, Southern Region, under the ticket of the mighty, indomitable All People's Congress Party. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, ladies and gentlemen, comrades all both home and the diaspora, as you know say, the encyclopedia media always embark on civic education for continue for educate, inform, sensitize, conscientize, and raise awareness to the people in Mama Salon on daily happenings and on burning issues. So una stay tuned, una stay fixed, una stay blessed, una stay connected to the encyclopedia media, for una listening pleasure is absolutely guaranteed. Today, ladies and gentlemen, now June 12, 2025, we topic today now double dealing or twister. This now the practice or work where they work on the people in disadvantage behind them back, where person they work deceitfully for injure others them, backstabbing, double dealing, twister, verbosity, and duplicity. Double dealing and the act for teach and for trick people them by hiding your real intention. So today, several high-ranking officials of the All People's Congress Party, we don't name them all inside this scandal. We accuse them of fraud and double dealing vis-a-vis the APC parliamentary leadership headed by the deceitful and the double dealing Abdul Kabo. We always chase the rope and leave the cow. Abdul Kabo get the guts for withdrawal and corrupt APC MPs and the well of parliament. Ladies and gentlemen, because parenterally they vie for the position of the SMPP Pauper State Looters National Secretary General. Abdul Kagbo, ladies and gentlemen, he get the common sense for withdrawing MP stem for shots, useless things, ladies and gentlemen. Why in the Abdul Kagbo, in a be honorable but he been double as the Secretary General for the ITGC, and also currently in a non-elected member na NAC. Abdul Kagbo, the next man we they work with na parliament when na AKK Abdul Karim Kamara of Tala Munuma Sungbala na Kambia district, in a honorable and in a the regional secretary for the All People's Congress Party in the Northwest region, in Notelale resign. Honorable Abdul Kagbo, he for don't tell Cecilia Bangura for let he resign of carrying a district because Cecilia Bangura, when a honorable now also double as the regional chair lady for the Northwest region. All the one they no make let they resign. So a very futile, a very useless for waiting Abdul Kagbo the Kawit for camouflage himself, but not the people of the Republic of Sierra Leone, ladies and gentlemen. So Abdul Kagbo no get the common sense for withdraw the APC MPs for the stolen June 24, 2023 multi-tier election, where say it stand for the people deceitfully. It claims say it protect we hijack democracy. Shame on you, Abdul Kabo. Abdul Kabo able to withdraw in MPs then because Umaru Paran Tarawali say it contest for the SLPP National Secretary General. But why Abdul Kabo not withdraw in MPs then? Where Umaru Paran Tarawali he sack over 100 parliamentary workers there and divert all the money then in your personal account. Why Abdul Kagbo not withdraw in MPs then from parliament? Abdul Kagbo not withdraw in MPs then in the parliament, where this anti-Bokiat clerk of parliament surreptitiously employ in wealth in absentia. He worked in America, he employ an IR, then they pay her with money thousands of United States dollars for plunder with state resources for paying wealth from the National Revenue Consolidated Fund. Abdul Kagbo see all them thing in day, but he not withdraw, he impeached them from the parliament. The Santibokia clerk of parliament, the Nela, we shot massive corruption and looting of state fund. The same IMP clerk of parliament. Abdul Kagbo did in that parliament day. They arrested the thief man for go walk back as a clerk of parliament. Abdul Kagbosident in the all, withdrawing MPs then from parliament and aspirant rally for resign because he no go accept a clerk with the thief state resources where they employ in work for thief with country money all lentin and day. Now reasonable act them for let Abdul Kagbo withdraw MPs there. But I not do a more because they don't get a brown envelope, ladies and gentlemen. So now then kind of surreptitious and fraudulent fighting here. Abdul Kabo they fight for his agenda 2028. It also in deceitful concern about the 2028. Ladies and gentlemen, SLPP now account for 303 APC people there. We SLPP hold them batting there, take today 303 lives. Abdul Kagbo not tell the government, let them pull them people then they, according to resolution, the 8th resolution will get at the tripartite committee. Tell the pauper state looter say if we are not left then 303 political prisoners here, I will withdraw my MPs them from parliament. Abdul Kagbo not do anything in the ladies and gentlemen. The same Abdul Kagbo na he rant na the media say APC don't comply for everything but SLP not great comply. While them people are not great comply, withdraw the MPs then a parliament. The only way parents are only one go contest for National Secretary General. Now the time this way they withdraw the MPs then at the well of parliament. So that don't tell we say Abdul Kabo bin get the power for withdraw the members of parliament without even the APC leadership. It is suffer the people of Sierra Leone, then they killing people there, then they jailing people there, then they torturing people there, then they massacring people there, then they incarcerating people there. All things and they happen. Abdul Kabo get the power for withdrawing MPs in a parliament in Odwa. Say they then kill all APCans there until 2028, ladies and gentlemen. Waiting all man agreed on the agreement for national unity. SLP people lose all lengthing in day. Ladies and gentlemen, and Abdul Kagbo able to withdraw he MPs them from the well of parliament. Abdul Kagbo go to the ECOWAS parliament and talk about 80 recommendations instead of 84 recommendations. Thank God for the European Union, where they don't pay the journalists then, the civil society organization and other entities then for the 80 plus recommendations for restore with democracy in the Mama Salon. Abdul Kagbo assured, ladies and gentlemen, the people of Sierra Leone, now the APC press conference and party office say the SLPP no go ever get the 2/3 majority for pull the credible Auditor General, where Madam Laratino Pierce. So no way we then go able to pull Madam Laratino Pierce, ladies and gentlemen. Again, the confidence of the people of the Republic of Sierra Leone and in Deputy Winner Momo. Later, the same Abdul Kagbo, he and rogue MPs then go take 35,000 United States dollar from Madabio for vote out the credible Auditor General, we Namada Laratilo Pias, all lengthen a day within this country, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Sierra Leoneans, for do the dirty work and the criminal work of the state looters political party. So that don't tell you, see, we don't get no opposition in parliament. Abdul Kabo Laip and Dr. Samura Kamara for a sell out. Say, Mami Betty driving horseman middle night for go see Manabio na stage lodge, ladies and gentlemen. So Abdul Kabo not they tell the people of Sierra Leone nothing. He not they tell the grassroots of Sierra Leone nothing. He don't long sell in integrity and in birthright for Kokoyebe. So Abdul Kabo very shut up. Shut up your fucking ass, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, listeners, ladies and gentlemen. So all waiting Abdul Kagbo they do now political gimmicks because they don't broke. They need another bribe from Paupabio. Once they get the brown envelope, case closed. So they call on all patriotic, nationalistic, and democratic citizens of Sierra Leone not for be carried away by the double dealing of Abdul Kagbo. We not even deserve for call an honorable title. For in a rogue, in a two-tongue, in a two-face, a duplicitous, na a betrayer, na a rascal, na a cheat, and na a good for nothing political fraudster, ladies and gentlemen. We now get no representative in this rubber stamp parliament, this illegitimate parliament here. So wait till we get for talk. Abdul Kabo and others and all the 135 paramount chiefs that were at the well of parliament. Time they come, they not produce the result for we. We make sure saying that then at that parliament day, then they return all we state revenue funds with them take a salary from a national consolidated fund. Because we not go get honorable stem, we represent we in a parliament, we not get result. We not go get mayor them, we represent we will not get result. Abdul Kagbo afraid for tell Akisoya for resign. Akisoya and the mayor of the Freetown municipality. But Akisoya they vie for become flag bearer for the APC. Why Abdul Kagbo not tell Akisoya for resign? Ladies and gentlemen, let's see hypocrisy to the highest degree because they don't get high bidder. Because Fatima be one for contest for the SLPP flag bearer. He not comfortable with the thief minister, with David Moinina Senge. He not comfortable with Umorum Parantarawali. Now the one we comfortable with now the money with they don't cost, they don't give Abdul Kagbo. Let him run the deal at the Parliament of Republic of Sierra Leone. But Abdul Kagbo, you go end up like Akido end up. The only way we Sierra Leoneans then go satisfy. Now for you like how they do Samuel Kedo, catch you, cut you by parts till you die. So we not get no representative in this rubber stamp parliament here, fellow Sierra Leonean. The people that we did, then they represent them pocket and not to the people of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Then they represent, ladies and gentlemen, the democracy will get so today na Mama Salone. Ladies and gentlemen, and it's by Kuruma, Madabio, Minkailo Masare, Ambassador Fori Ansane, they don't destroy this democracy for we na Mama Salone. Then people are not to represent the people of Sierra Leone. Then they represent their own pocket and their selfish interest. Ladies and gentlemen, while the citizens then they die of hunger, then they die of poverty, then they die of torture, then they die of starvation, hopelessness, joblessness, victimization, marginalization, extortion, exploitation, police brutality, military high-handedness, blackout. People then they drink dirty water. We get a frustrated education, a paralytic healthcare system, exploitative mobile and toll road tariffs them. Then they plunder with state minerals then. Travel with them, middle net with dubious investors then. Ladies and gentlemen, the workers they all over the country, then they go frustrated with lack of salaries. Ladies and gentlemen, then idiots they are. The exploitative bunch of crooks they are. Then busy for collect pitchances and handouts. while 8 million people they subject them into poverty, into economic hardship, into bad governance of a stolen mandate with reckless overseas traveling. Abdul Kagbo see all them things they are, withdraw EMP then a parliament. Ladies and gentlemen, and enable all the Santi Bokiat and celebrated killers to accountability. Instead, Abdul Kagbo, they aid and abet the destructive status quo. No wonder we received a slap on his face by the pauper thief minister when David Moenina Senge, we rubbish am publicly say you can never eat your cake and have it. Meaning, you don't go don't sell out and you expect for accept a rubbish and deceitful propaganda where they go talking on ECOWAS and on the radio. Once, ladies and gentlemen, you don't lost your integrity. Everything about you is finished. Just like walking in the streets completely naked. All the people then they see you naked parts them. Now this don't happen today to Abdul Kabo. This is the result of double dealing. What do you mean for be a double dealer? A double dealer na a noun. Now a person where they say one thing and they do other. A betrayer, a double crosser, a traitor, and a two-timer. The synonym of double dealing, na deception, na fraud, na subterfuge, and trickery. Action way contrary to a professed attitude. The act or practices of one where they deliberately deceive. The act or practices of doing the opposite of what one pretend for do. Ladies and gentlemen, short behavior we call it a double dealing. Now a deceit and a duplicity. So the practice for pretend say you dey do or think one thing, while really you dey do or think something different. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not dishonesty and a deceptive behavior, fellow Sierra Leoneans. So Abdul Kagbo, you better shut the fuck up. A double dealer na a liar. A double dealer na a rogue, na a cheat and a deceiver, na a hypocrite and a swindler. A double crosser, na a noun. Now somebody will say one thing and do other. Ladies and gentlemen, alter ego. A doppelganger. When a mysterious exact double of a living person. Now a German word we literally they translate to double walker or double goer. Englishman gets what we call a parvenu. Parvenu come up from English. I mean from French. Today, it don't become an English when a parvenu. Now a noun where they recently or suddenly rise to an accustomed position of wealth or power and not gain the prestige and the dignity or manner, ladies and gentlemen, with that position where they hold, where they call in English as a parvenu. A two-timer na somebody wey not faithful to the person with wey he get relationship with. Fellow Sierra Leonean ladies and gentlemen, especially a sexual one or having a secret relationship with somebody else at the same time. In Creole, we call am political colonco. In English, na a political prostitute, double standard, double dealing, duplicity, and a duplicitous personality. Dana Abdul Kabo, a political rogue, when they set up a deal, then call her a political entrepreneur. Double dealing and backstabbing, they're all interconnected and intertwined. Whether not a backstabber, now somebody where they betray or they deceive people then, we get relationship with, often by speaking negative about them or acting in a way harmful, where they're not present for defend themselves. They consider them as disloyal and hypocritical. And that's now Abdul Kagbo and Fokari MPs thing. Because not to APC MPs thing. Betrayal. A backstabber, they betray the trust and loyalty. When they get with the person, whether they backstab, then they deceive. A deceit now, then they often act in a deceitful way for hide from the person whether they betray. underhanded action. Backstabbers then they use underhanded means for discredit or harm the person within a backstab. Negative comments. Then they talk harmful things there about somebody. We you know they around for defend himself. Hidden attacks. Backstabbers then they often involve for attack and not openly done, but instead then they do it in a way where the person within the backstab, they aware with false accusation, backbiting, gaslighting, gossiping, and sneakering, ladies and gentlemen. What do we call a difficult person? We hard for deal with. How will they call her in English? Somebody we difficult for deal with. Somebody we rascal. Somebody we mischievous and he hard for deal with. In English language, then call her cantankerous. 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 Difficult and irritating to deal with. And so is Abdul Kabo, the double dealer of the main opposition party, na parliament, where na in na the head of the APC parliamentary committee na parliament. Today, they destroy the democracy for an out impeachment for Kukwebe, for Abdul Kabo. You get for, like how Creole man say, we load na ungrateful boat, they go land na regret wife. We get what we call a double mentality. Double mentality na addictive. Mind with a wave, undecided mind, or something way vacillating. A double-minded person, now unstable person in all in wisdom. This according to James 1 verse 8, when at the revised standard version RSV. We get what we call double-mindedness. Double-mindedness, now a concept within the use in the philosophy and the theology of the Danish philosopher, one as Soren Kierkegaard, as insincerity, egoism, and a fear of punishment. So half-timers, now people the way they spend only half the usual time at anything. Fellow Sierra Leonean ladies and gentlemen, that's not the party we'll find ourselves today. What are the difference between hypocrisy and double standard? In hypocrisy, one they hide himself pretentiously, acting for gain positive opinion. In the other word, then they do things then and praise things they act them with hypocrisy, ladies and gentlemen. While in the other hand, double standard now something where a person they change in perception and in action on a similar thing based on waiting beneficial for her or waiting in policy step. So this is the difference between hypocrisy and double standard. Waiting a rule two in relationship. Rule two in relationship, don't put yourself in compromising situation. Ladies and gentlemen, as you put yourself in a compromising situation, automatically you don't break the rule two in relationship. We get what we call polyamory, where somebody they in love with two people at the same time. And the political perspective for being in love with two things. You want money, you want power. And as I tell we say, we want money, left the power. We want the power, left the money. But Abdul Kabo, he want the power, he want the money, which in Fokari MPs them. But we not go land. A backstabber, now somebody will they pretend for be friendly or an ally, but ultimately it they work against you behind your back. This trait, then they often see her as cowardly and untrustworthy, and it they cause significant harm to relationship and trust. Short individuals then, they're skillful, they're argumentative, they're manipulative, then quarrelsome, then contentious, and then belligerent. So the double-minded person, ladies and gentlemen, now somebody way unstable in all in wisdom, where they indicate somebody, say, rooted in faith. When I see Ephesians 3 verse 17, 4 verse 14. So for be double-minded means for accept two sets of contrasting belief at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, then call winner the world for living the world, but not of it, fellow Sierra Leoneans. The time for vilification and fraudulent journalism is not over now, Mama Salone. Thanks to we development partners then for dish out and disperse money then to civil society organizations, then journalists and other entities then for advocate and raise awareness to the citizens of Sierra Leone about the 80 plus recommendation of the tripartite committee for restore we add and democracy and we stolen democracy na Mama Salone. Now time for law una remove una political lens. For law una get a democratic and a nationalistic lens. Because for 7 years, Mother Bill don't misuse una, it don't dump una na the trash bin. Now the time this way civil society organization there and journalists there una for was una dirty linens there. It's time for una for appease the citizens of Sierra Leone so that they go forgive una for all the 7 years silence and dumbfoundedness on bad governance, arbitrary killings, police brutality, torture, massacre. We don't happen in Mama Salone. Only a few of una able stand the test of time, but many of una prefer brown envelope and dance to the caprice of a murderous autocratic tyrant. Ladies and gentlemen, listen now. Ladies and gentlemen, when I get for worse, when I dirty images them. For you cannot go to heaven without salvation. So the useless, reckless, sell out on progressive, unscrupulous, and duplicitous APC leadership. Now time for una for resign and quit out of office. Because very soon we get forget an interim chairman, interim leadership where they push up the activities of the party when I already don't violate the aims and objective of the party, when I already don't eat when I kick and when I no go get again, or else when I prepare for the worst. Ladies and gentlemen, Abdul Kagbo and Co Santibo Kiasden is sit on the power pile, squander 76 million United States dollar from the International Monetary Fund with an IMF for construct roads them for the people of Sierra Leone. IMF then come, they not see no road, they not see no money, no nothing. Their money are all then say then give Ali Mubari of the Pavifort Construction and Companies. No road in the country. Abdul Kagbo no withdraw. He MP stand na parliament for sake of this because now big losses for the people of Sierra Leone. The people they will say it represent. SLP go thief money, saying they can't make road for them, they don't make them road there. Abdul Kagbo no withdraw in MP stand from parliament. Ladies and gentlemen, Abdul Kagbo, ladies and gentlemen, BOO steady cocaine baron. Na Sierra Leone, he take in Pekin a gear when I Brian Law, when I like Decas. Cocaine baron, see then our country. So Abdul Kagbo is student in a day. He not tell BO for resign. He not withdraw you MP stand from the well of parliament. Now childish business they go tell, lay honorable stand quits na parliament, ladies and gentlemen. You not tell BO for hand over the drug cocaine baron to the international community or else you go withdraw you for carry MPs them from the well of parliament. Abdul Kagbo. Currently, there is a missing child. Woman will go born. The cottage hospital. They charge her 1,500,000. The man pay the 1 million, then say nothing. Pass it do all the full payment. The man go trust money can pay this money here. 1,500,000. Then do operation by in wife don't born. At the end of the day, the poor man he pay the 1,500,000 for the operation. At the end of the day, when wife born back, then thief in Pekin through operation. Oh, the doctor will do them thing and day. The nurse they will do them thing and day. Austin Dembidi Nasalo in the pass when at the Minister of Health. Abdul Kagbo, you don't call and say let resign or else you go withdraw you members of parliament. Because from where them people here come, beginning they lost no more na cottage hospital. Young beginning for go use them for ritual, for let no more let them stay in the political power. Now, so then people here don't destroy this country. Yeah. So Abdul the under all kingdom where them put you, not to let the people of Sierra Leone day, but you go learn a lesson. Abdul ladies and gentlemen, also let me in a pass so the Minister of Health, you not tell him for let resign. And Abdul Sierra Leoneans then they pay for light. They know they get what light. Then they pay for water rate. They know they get water. Now 2 years so the pauper state looters then they're not able to pay the car power ship. Where the people then they struggle for electricity. After people then don't go buy, they top up, then put on the meter, lights no they come. The people of Sierra Leone they suffer for all length in the day. You don't tell Pauper Pio when are the current Minister of Energy for resign or else he will withdraw you MPs there na parliament. Now for them petty thing and day. Abdul Kabo, be your fake una. He fake you people in Alunge for a Lunge bridge. He fake you people in Apoloko district for 15 factory. He fake you people in Apoloko district number 4K and Marampa say don't give them $40 billion. You know, ask the pathological liar and the PhD holder in stealing election for resign, or you pull your MPs in a parliament. Abdul Kago, the SLPP pauper state looters government, they spend $800 million just for develop a national agriculture transformation strategy. Sadly, today people then they die. No food, no dinner at the market. Farmers there, then disappointment. They know they get fertilizer. They know they get nothing for continue the agriculture. Abdul Kagbo, you claim say they fight for the people of Sierra Leone and they fight for with democracy. Why not ask the power parties there for account for that $800 million? We then say they spend for develop a national agricultural transformative strategy. Now I make them in the lie, then say feed saloon. All ends in they happen. Abdul Kagwe then at this country. So we are appealing to the international community. The people of Sierra Leone are suffering. The people of Sierra Leone have been subjected to poverty, frustration, police brutality. And you people told us that we are in a democratic state. And according to the 16th President of the United States of America, from the West, you define democracy as the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. But today, we have the government of killers, the government of murderers, the government of exploitative bunch of crooks who are killing their citizens, who are torturing their citizens, who are enslaving their citizens, who are manhandling their citizens, who are victimizing their citizens in political slavery. So we are calling on the United States. We are calling on the European Union. We are calling on the ECOWAS. We are calling on the African Union. We are calling on United Kingdom and all other democratic institutions all over the globe to fast track, to restore our stolen democracy. The people of Sierra Leone are dying. As you have withdrawn all your funds, no more funding from the IMF, no more funding from the World Bank. But this exploitative bunch of crooks and tribalistic bunch of thieves, they are exploiting the people of Sierra Leone for their own personal aggrandizement and self-egoism, while the people of Sierra Leone are dying in abject poverty. So I'm calling on the international community to fast track the transition process. For ours is democracy, the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. You cannot see this evil thing or awkward things to happen in the United States of America or